Ahoy there, Frontline Prediction League. This is your captain speaking. Captain Crulex Blackquill. You've seen my words and you've heard my voice. But I've decided now is the time to show myself to you in this manner for the first time ever. And for the occasion and going forward, I decided on a little theatricality. A mask resembling something from a long time ago. Something old, something new. Is that how the phrase goes? And you can thank 3 individuals for why I'm appearing before you like this. The first one being our dear Canadian champion, Scott. Now, Scott, it's been a joy to watch you evolve on your hero's journey throughout the years. And honestly, I want to congratulate you on finally achieving what you were after for so long. Asterisks or no, you earned your championship. And I'm hoping this Saturday you keep it, because there's going to be a lot of people gunning for that title in the future, and it needs a defender like you. The second individual, Mr. Will Colt. Now, I don't need to stay on the topic of Gold Rush and Will Colt for too long. We had our back and forth a few weeks ago. And at the end of it, I came to the realization that, in a way, you're right. We're all heathens in this company. In fact, what was it you said? Just bad people doing bad things for good reason. Well, thank you for summing up the entire wrestling industry in one phrase, because that's all we all are. In fact, you can count on 1, maybe 2 hands, if you're lucky, of all the people who have succeeded in this industry without ever having to take a low road or turn dark or do something truly heinous. No, we've all had our bad runs, haven't we? People like Scott, a long time ago, he admits it. Surf Dog, myself, most of the round table, Gold Rush, FBU. You can go up and down the list of the locker room. We've all done bad things. The trick is making sure that you really know what the good reason you're doing it for is. Now, you want to go after championships and power, but you also want to take out the stains and jokes in this industry. That's a funny little phrase, and some would agree with you, but a declaration like that is a declaration of war upon the entire industry. Because you're not just going after the stains and jokes like you say you are with Health Code Violation, despite their wins over FBU for the Global Triad titles or their win at WrestleMania. You saying that you want to take out stains and jokes and get championships, well, that's just going to put you at odds with everyone. But honestly, I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you're going to make this interesting, because 4 top superstars against the whole industry of wrestling in a Frontline Prediction League, that's going to be fun to watch. And I'm going to enjoy watching it and being a part of it at some point. But that's later. The one thing that I will comment on is you saying that if I dropped the pirate stuff, I'd be on the mountaintop. Okay, now we're going to get into it. 18 years ago, when I started in this business, in the WOTU, there was no respect. There was no dignity. There was no class. Just a bunch of elitists trying to push others around. But then me and a few other newcomers, we came in, we changed things, and we made it better, taking out the rubbish and making it a fair game for everyone. And over the course of the 10 years that it ran, I won every accolade. King of the Ring, Money in the Bank, Royal Rumble, Hall of Fame twice, and every championship. And I did all of that as the Elemental Demon. An arguably more laughable persona before I slowly transitioned into the pirate. And then I went to hiatus, came back, gave myself a proper title, a surname, and returned to Frontline Prediction League, to wrestling. And I won the European Championship, holding it for a long time and defending it more than anyone before or since. And I did it as me. I did it as the captain. I've even gone over to the Fearless Prediction League, and within 3 months, I was waltzing around with their world championship, and I did it as me. I did it as the pirate, Captain Cruel X Blackwell. So you can keep your mountaintop. I've seen it. I've been there. And let me tell you something, the view doesn't change when you do it several times. You just gotta appreciate it when you see it once. And I've appreciated it. And I will get it back. But it will be on my terms, not yours or anyone else's. I will always be who I am. I don't need the mountaintop when I have the vast ocean in front of me. Because being a pirate is not just a cosplay or a gimmick. It is an ideology of freedom, of hedonism without the fear of pain and loss, treasure and pleasure. The dead marauder, the modern day pirate, it stands for the freedom to do what I want, when I want, whenever I want, by taking this cruel world and turning its cruelty back on itself. And unfortunately, for anyone else that gets in my way. So you and the Gold Rush enjoy your future war with this industry, gold hunting. I will continue to sail forward straight and true. And anyone that tries to stop me, well, I'm going to be sticking this square peg leg in someone's round ass hole. But last and not least, that brings us to the final man responsible for this video, Surf Dog. Surf Dog and Mark Harper, Call of the Mountains. Now, I hope you boys are ready for Saturday, because I've been looking forward to Saturday for 3 years now. More than that, even, because it's been over half a decade since Roland Tando and I teamed together, just the two of us, properly. And it's going to be a long-awaited reunion. Now, that might give you an advantage. And history shows, Surf Dog, that you've been a difference maker when it comes to me. Stopping Team WOTU from keeping Symphony of Destruction from forming at SummerSlam. Preventing Static and I from running back a 5-on-2 deficit in Survivor Series. And it's always been a thrill to go 1-on-1 or 2-to-2 with somebody that can match my size and power, like you can, Surf. But here's the thing. We want this as bad as you do. So we're going to fight as hard as we can. And if you do win, congratulations. Of all the people in the tournament, I can think of worse to go forward. But we're not going to make it easy. And we're not going to stop until you actually put us down. So you're going to have to. We have a lot of similarities, Surf Dog. We both know chaos, havoc, and destruction well. We both enjoy a particular Scottish pirate metal band. We both have sought peace in the midst of war, so that when our lives come to an end, we can go with a smile on our face. But there's one key difference. The key difference is you want both of us to run the table. And I'm here to say that if either of us are going to run the table, it's going to be the round table. But good luck. If you prove me wrong, I ain't gonna shed a tear. I'm just gonna prepare for the next fight, and I'll get what's mine eventually. There's a lot of history between you and Raw, me and Raw, you and Harper, even a little bit between me and Harper when I defended my championship against him before even Matt took it. So let's go and make ourselves more history. And on that Arabian night, like Arabian days, which are more often than not hotter than hot in all the right ways, we're going to have ourselves a blast. Welcome aboard, matey, because it's serious now. One final message to everyone in the I went back in time a second. In the Frontline Prediction League, from the top to the bottom, from Daisy Knoll to LA to FBU Gold Rush, even my teammates in the round table, should we find ourselves at odds in a Royal Rumble or a multi-man like Hero and I did recently, I'm not going away anytime soon. I will always be there, the Onryo of the ocean, the Reaper of the river. The dead marauder will not stop until he gets what he wants, or the doors close down. So if you stand before me, be careful what you say, because we've proven that on purpose or on accident, I will do what I have to succeed. So don't say anything that will make you get jinxed. And I'll be seeing you all Saturday and forevermore. Good night.